Hey y'all, come spend the day with me on my little self-care, I don't know why I called it little, on my self-care day outing. I am going to do a few things. I already did Pilates this morning. I sound like that mom. I did Pilates. Whatever. If you follow me, you know it's a journey for me. So I did Pilates this morning. I sent one of the kids to school. The other kiddo's at home. He's not feeling well. He's with his papa. Dropped off the mini-me and then got dressed, and I was like, let me be cute. I'll show you all the outfit later, but I'm wearing a little linen short suit situation and I'm feeling cute. So I'm gonna go just spend time by myself, taking care of myself, because it's been a few months of like, my God. But this week was like exceptionally hard, especially in the mommy department. And yeah, it was a thing. It's actually what I'm talking about in next week's episode of the Community Well. If you listen to the Community Well podcast, we're going to be talking about motherhood next week, because motherhood kicks my tail. Okay, so yeah, come along with me.
So we got to the bookstore. I was so excited to just be around books. I know I'm such a nerd. The vibes weren't all that at the bookstore, but the prices were lit. I was all about that. This was one of like my favorite books growing up, y'all. And here I was trying to be like the influencers. I don't know how people prop up their phones and just record themselves. I feel like such an awkward turtle. Anyways, here I was just sensing how the books made me feel. I like exploring and sort of processing and using it to journal. I'll explain more later. I know I'm such a nerd, but I love books, and only those who love books understand me.
So like I was saying, y'all, it is a good way to sort of process and think. Like, if you go to a place, for me it's the bookstore, it's libraries, different places. I like going to coffee shops as well, but like going to like a store and going to Target and being like, like taking inventory about how your body is reacting, what thoughts are coming to mind when you look at clothes, when you look at certain books, when you look at electronics. Like, oh, like this gives me anxiety, I really don't enjoy electronics. Like, why? I just don't feel like I'm capable of understanding it. It's just that, whatever it is. I really enjoy clothes. I like it brings me so much joy to put outfits together. Really taking the time to dive deeper into the things that we like and don't like and why. And there's so much there. So now I'm gonna go journal about life, and especially some of the things that came up while I was at the bookstore, because there were certain things that really brought me immense joy that I need to explore further, like next steps in my career and what I truly want, because there's the things that I want and truly desire and the things that I'm settling for now. Yeah, and it takes courage to really dig deep and be like, I'm just settling right now. Like, now I'm rummaging and I found it here. Child, I just got out the car and my feet are ashy. My feet are ashy. How you gonna be cute and your feet ashy? Okay, so I feel like you guys just spent time with me in the car. Went to the coffee shop. I wanted to go have lunch and then go to, where did I want to go? I wanted to go to Trader Joe's. I don't really shop at Trader Joe's, but we gotta fancy up in some ways, right? But I guess today's not the day, right? Like, you ain't got no Trader Joe's money. Okay, stop playing yourself. But I wanted to go like buy flowers, but my middle is sick, like I shared earlier. So I'm just gonna go home and bring him something to eat, because he loves sandwiches. And I went to Panera and got a sandwich, soup and a sandwich. He doesn't like soup, but whatever. I was like, let me get him something to eat, because I know the hubby is like deep into work. So cutting it short, gonna go do that and see if I can read for a little bit. The book that I picked up, it was Confessions of a I'll show y'all later, but I'm gonna go read, have my lunch, and then Mini-Me will be home, so that'll be a wrap. Not me choking.
While picking up medicine for my son, someone called me, "Sir, hey sir, how's it going?" I was like, "Huh?" Anyways, quite an adventure these days. I don't know. Had to slip into my slippers to have my lunch. You know, you gotta be comfortable. This is the book that I was talking about. She's hilarious. So I can't wait to get into this book and eat the sandwich. I'm like rushing now because Minnie will be home, and once the boss is home, she takes over. You know what I mean?
So I just ate my food. I did not read. Instead, I scrolled through TikTok. Just waiting, enjoying the silence. It's like you love when your kids are around and then they're around and you're like, it's just so loud. POV of an overstimulated mama. But anyways, I really need it today. This is your sign to block out your self-care. After she gets home, I am going to hang out with her, see how her day was, take a nap, because my firstborn, the third child, will be home. Once he's home, I go on Do Not Disturb. Like clockwork on Fridays, okay? Protect your time, protect your peace. Like, I'm adamant about that. So I go on Do Not Disturb. All my emergencies, besides my dad, are in my house. Once everybody's home, that's it. So I don't answer calls or texts unless I deem it necessary. Yeah. So block out your time. Find something that brings you joy every single day. Do something once a month that brings you joy. That's my goal. And then something for like a whole day every 3 months, and a day where you do absolutely nothing. It has to be pockets of time that you create for self-care. So we're going into the last quarter. It's 3 months left of the year, which is wild. I've already accomplished so much. In my opinion, I lost mad weight and moved to a whole different state. I mean, what you want from me, God? I did a lot, and a lot more within that time. So I really just want to coast, but we're not going to coast. So we have lots of work left to do in the last quarter. Oh, but thanks for hanging out with me, y'all.